Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some fresh news about Samsung's next fan edition phone, the Galaxy S25 FE. But for those of you hoping for a Snapdragon-powered budget flagship, I've got some news you might not love. So, here's what's going on. The Galaxy S25 FE just popped up on a popular benchmark site, and the results have left a lot of Samsung fans a little disappointed. After months of rumors, it's now confirmed that this phone will run on Samsung's own Exynos 2400E processor. Paired with 8GB of RAM. Why is this a big deal? Well, let's rewind a bit. The earlier fan edition phones like the Galaxy S20 FE and S21 FE were popular because they used the same powerful processors as the regular Galaxy S models. That meant you got flagship-like performance for less money. But then came the Galaxy S23 FE, which used older Snapdragon and Exynos chips that weren't quite as powerful or efficient. Many fans hoped that was a one-time decision. Unfortunately, the Galaxy S25 FE sticking with Exynos shows that Samsung might be moving away from Snapdragon for their FE phones entirely. Now, to be fair, the Exynos 2400E isn't a bad chip. It's basically a slightly weaker version of the Exynos 2400 used in the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus in many countries. It can handle everyday tasks just fine. Browsing, social media, streaming, and light gaming won't be an issue. But compared to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which powers the main Galaxy S25 phones, it's not as powerful, especially for gaming or heavy multitasking. What makes things worse is that it's very unlikely Samsung will release a Snapdragon version of the S25 FE in any market, not even the US. This is probably because Snapdragon chips have gotten more expensive, and Samsung seems to be cutting costs by sticking to their own Exynos processors for these budget-friendly models. Another small letdown is the memory. While many 2025 smartphones are offering 12GB of RAM or more, the Galaxy S25 FE will have just 8GB. This is fine for casual users, but if you like to run many apps at once or plan to keep your phone for several years, you might notice it slowing down sooner than other devices, but it's not all bad news. There's one cool thing about the Galaxy S25 FE. It's expected to launch with Android 15 and a newer version of Samsung's One UI software than the main Galaxy S25 models. That means you'll get some fresh new features and updates right from the start. Even better, Samsung usually promises the same number of years of software updates for its FE phones as its regular Galaxy S series. So, while the regular S25 might get updates up to Android 22, the S25 FE is likely to go up to Android 23. That's an extra year of software support, which means your phone will stay secure and get new features for a bit longer. In short, the Galaxy S25 FE seems like a mixed package. On one hand, Samsung is using its own Exynos processor and limiting it to 8GB RAM, which might not impress gamers or power users. But on the other hand, it's likely to be priced lower than the regular S25 models and will offer longer software support. If you're someone who mainly uses your phone for everyday stuff, like social media, YouTube, browsing, and messaging, and you want a Samsung phone that'll last several years with good software updates, the Galaxy S25 FE could still be a great deal. So, what do you think? Is the lack of a Snapdragon chip a deal breaker for you, or does the promise of extra software updates and a lower price make it worth considering? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our latest updates on Samsung's upcoming devices. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.